Before we begin today's episode, we'd like to dedicate this time in honoring the life of someone very special that the racing world lost this past weekend. Saturday, April 8th, 26-year-old Harrison, Ohio native Justin Owen was competing with the USAC National Sprint Car Series at Lawrenceburg Speedway as he just came off his 2022 track championship season at the very same track. The night did not go as planned as Justin was involved in a very serious accident in his qualifying attempt, where he would later pass away from the injuries sustained in the wreck. We are deeply saddened and heartbroken by the loss of Justin. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family, fiancé, and friends, as well as all the fans, drivers, teams, track officials, and the first responders that were at Lawrenceburg that evening. At this time, we will observe a moment of silence to remember the life of Justin Owen, with the intro for the episode to immediately follow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Thank you. We're in. Everything works. It works. Yes. Welcome to Just Got Off Podcast. It's fucking Monday. It's 8:30.
Monday too. You're jacked for 8:30.
I love 8:30 on Mondays. It's great. I have honestly, like, even though all my Twitch streaming and stuff and all the stuff I've done and bowling and golf, like, this is the most fun I've had with the technology that I've learned over the years, honestly, to be perfectly honest with you. It's great. I love it.
Putting it all to use.
Yeah, putting it all to, well, I wouldn't, well, I'm putting it all to use, not good use.
Oh, it's good use. It's fun.
Welcome to Just Got Off Podcast. It's Monday. It's 8:30, episode number 11. For our Espanol listeners, that's Juan.
Ooh, we got our national days.
Days. I'm Dano. That's Big John Steed. Pow. Wave at the people, John.
I did. I waved. It was a quick one. Quick one. Hi.
Hi.
I do that walking in the halls at work too. I'll just quick little handful there.
I had a chemist at a place I worked. I don't even remember what the hell this guy's name was now, but he was like a doc from Back to the Future, like, you know, had the white coat and the crazy ass white hair. Yeah, and he tested all these chemicals, like these plastics and stuff with chemicals, and he'd walk by going to his lunch or whatever, and that's how he waved. He would go,
quick one.
The quick one. Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Look at that. Oh, man.
We got somebody peeking in here.
Yeah, peeking in. That's Big O right there.
Yeah, he's
future
in bed
baseball
by this
star.
time. Yeah, but he's been playing baseball, so his practices don't get over till 8 o'clock, a little after. So we're just getting a late dinner here, and then he'll be heading to bed here soon. So, yeah, today is April 10th, National 410 Sprint Car Day.
Cool.
And I found this one. This is last week we didn't have any national days. It sucked. I think it was like Chocolate Mousse Day or something.
Yeah.
This week is National Golfers Day and National Siblings Day.
Yeah.
So I don't have any brothers or sisters. So, but if you got them, text them, tell them you love
Well,
them.
John,
Pam
happy
says hi,
Siblings
Owen.
Day from me to you because you are my brother from another mother.
Yeah, happy Siblings Day. Yeah, that's how words are hard. I don't have to say siblings, so that's a word that's not very good there.
Oh,
man.
Owen, they're saying hi to you, buddy, in the chat.
Oh yeah,
Wave
I
at
told
him.
him. He already said hi. You gotta wave.
Got to
you
wave. Yeah, look
There
at
you
that tough
go.
guy. All right, cool. So it's National 410 Sprint Car Day, National Golfers Day, and National Siblings Day. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I mean,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
got,
yeah.
I got a sister. She's Katie. Her name's Katie. She's mean.
I don't
But,
have any. I don't have any brothers or sisters. Only child.
The only child. Spoiled, rotten. Getting everybody to do everything for you, like me over here behind the NASA space station of Just Got Off podcast.
Yeah.
You're like the
something
Elon
like
Musk, just out there like. Whoosh.
I wish. I wouldn't be.
I wish I had his money.
Yeah, no shit. Design my own car and send it out in space.
Yep. No kidding.
Says we got 8 viewers. If you're in here watching this, throw a comment, throw a wave, do something.
Wave, say
thumbs up,
hi, throw a heart
flip up
emoji in there.
I don't care. Yeah,
Yeah, throw
Let
something
us
on
know
there,
you're here.
man.
Let's see who's here.
Quite a few on Facebook. We got a couple on YouTube. Hi, you guys. Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome.
Yeah, can't forget
Heck
about
yeah.
them. What about Twitch? We rolling on Twitch? Got
Yeah,
anyone
we're
there?
rolling on Twitch too. Yep. I don't see anybody over there just yet, but video gamers are a little slow. We got good reaction time, but our brains don't work real good.
Yeah. So
All right.
what'd you do this weekend?
I lived the rock and roll lifestyle again this weekend.
sir.
Played at
Did you
the
play
Linton
Friday night
Elks.
too?
No, I didn't play Friday night. What did we do Friday night, Steph? Yeah, no, we didn't play golf. We played golf Thursday. So Thursday I actually Dakota, what's up, dude? Bam. I went and played golf and qualified for the Marks Masters tournament, which is the golf course that I work at. It's Marks Par 3. There's Jerry Elm the third there.
Hell
Wins,
yeah.
I win.
So Jerry, is he on Facebook?
Yeah, on the Facebook side of things, yeah.
Mine's not loading up that quick. It must
It's
be
that
delayed.
hamster internet you got going on there.
Amish internet, not
Amish
hamsters.
internet, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's Jordan Smartass on Twitch. I like that
Yeah.
too. All right. We're hitting all platforms of the internet industry here. I like
That's awesome. That's good.
it. So, what was I talking about? Oh,
Yeah, what you did Thursday.
yeah. I went and put my round together for the Marks Masters tournament. If you guys haven't been to Marks Par 3, please go check them out. Little 18-hole par 3 course here in Terre Haute. I work there on Saturday mornings, but they had a tournament this weekend. It was called Marks Masters because obviously the Masters was this weekend. And it was just a little 9-hole tournament, and me and my buddy Dale, it was a 2-man scramble type format. We qualified first. We went out and shot 63 at a combined score on the front 9. That's only 3 over. Par on the front 9 is 29. And then Sunday, we actually played in the tournament, and we got beat by a bunch of young guys who can actually turn their hips. We got beat by 1 shot and placed second, so pretty happy with that. That's what we did Thursday and Sunday. We don't know what we did Friday. We can't.
I don't
Steph
remember what we
can't
did either.
remember what we did. But then Saturday we had a gig down in Linton, at the Linton Elks Lodge 866 for their appointment of officers. Our sound man, John Stewart, actually got promoted to Exalted Ruler, which is like top dog El Presidente. So, and then Sunday, I played the golf tournament, got up at 9 after getting home at 2:30. Actually got up at like 8 something. Got home at 2:30, got up at 8, played the golf tournament, and then we had a nice dinner over at Stephanie's sister's house for Easter. And then we came home and just kind of sat here and watched TV. That was about it. What'd you do?
Nice. I don't remember Friday either. I think, you know what? I think I actually watched part of the Outlaw race.
Oh, I forgot that was on, yeah.
Yep. And then Saturday morning we got up and did another escape room. Me and Karina and Owen went over to Cincinnati the escape games,
Cool.
and did playground. The one we were talking about last. It's called
Oh, yeah,
playground.
yeah.
You start out in a little classroom, and you got to solve a bunch of different like puzzles and math equations and social studies, and you got to do all kinds of different subjects, and then it unlocks and goes to another room, and you can already see it, but it's a big playground. I mean, there is a legit play set in this damn
That's
thing.
so cool, man.
Yeah, yeah. So, but there's another room that is hidden that I won't ruin, but um yeah, it was awesome. And it was one of those that wasn't really hard, but there was just so much shit to do. Like when we were done, I mean, we were sweating. And the game master told us, he said, I don't have to tell you a whole lot of anything crazy, He said you guys kind of know what you're doing,
Right.
but everything that you are doing, just know you have to go one step faster than what you are to be able to complete the room. And he wasn't kidding. I mean, we had 7 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock, and I mean, we were working our ass off. So, but no, we did that, and then came home. Took Owen to an Easter egg hunt. Bexley was with my parents. They went down south to Bedford for a family gathering, and then Owen had a birthday party that we had promised him, so that's why we didn't go down there. So he went to one of his friends' birthday party. And then he came back home, and then me and a couple buddies and Owen went down to Lawrenceburg and went to go to that. So that got cut short. But then that was pretty much it for Saturday. And then God, I don't remember. I don't
Sunday,
remember
you
what we
sat
did
around and
Sunday.
waited for me to get on the computer all day.
Sunday. Well,
Sunday
we
evening,
went
anyway.
over to her mom's. Yeah, you were snoozing, but we went over to Karina's mom's on Sunday and went and had an Easter dinner over there. She made a really good dinner, so
Cool.
and then we sat here in a coma fest for a little while from all the food we ate.
You're gonna have to join me one time when we go over to Stephanie's sister's house. Her brother-in-law Frank. Like
Yeah.
I love food, obviously. Woo! I'm nice and
Yeah, I don't
chunky.
miss many meals either.
Yeah. I'm telling you what, I've been to some people's houses several times where I've eaten food and I've been just kind of like, like it was okay, obviously, but I have been over to the in-laws' house there several times, and not one time, John Steve, not one fucking time have I ever been disappointed with the meal this man makes. Ever.
Really?
Ever. Ribs, ham, turkey. He's made
Yeah, I
turkey
eat all that.
2 years in a row, like smoked a turkey, and I'm not shitting you. 2 different recipes, 2 different seasonings, both best turkeys I've ever eaten in my life.
Hell
Period.
yeah.
This guy is a fucking wizard, and all he does is just take shit and just fucking put. Oh, this looks good. Whoop 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 whoop.
Smokers do wonders though.
Oh man, I have got to build
Karina
one.
don't like the smoked meat flavor, but I like it, and I mean I don't know. That's all that matters.
Mm.
but I can't see her because she's on the other side of my dual monitors. But I'm sure she's just like, so because she's having problems finding things to eat. She's
Poor
going
girl.
through those pregnancy deals.
Yeah,
and
that's your fault too.
she told me earlier I infected her. So, yeah.
That's pretty good. All right,
But
so,
no, smokers make everything great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The biggest thing, as long as you pay attention, you're not cooking it too hot, too fast. You just cook it slow at the temperature that's supposed to be, and you're good. I mean, a lot of it'll do the work for you. You just can't overdo it.
Yeah, I would be like, put something on the smoker and be like, oh, look, there's a shingle hanging off the roof, and the next thing you know, I've got half the roof torn off and trying to replace a window at the same time.
See, I've got this thing that's got a probe that you could shove in the meat,
Right.
and then there's another probe in there, so it tells your internal temp of the smoker and then the internal temp of your meat. And you can set alarms. That way, if your temperature gets too high in the smoker or too low, it'll ding at you. That way, you know to go adjust it. Kitty making an appearance again.
There he is.
I see her.
That
But then
is
same with the meat.
That's Bubba the
I
cat,
can
by the
always-
way.
Oh yeah, Bubba. He's old.
Yo,
He's
15.
old.
15 this year.
That's an
Hey.
old ass cat.
What are you doing? Come here.
He is. He's gonna come right over to you. Holy shit! Don't pick. Oh, I thought you were gonna pick him up by the scruff of his neck to get him in there. Don't do that to him.
Come
You asshole.
Come here, dickhead.
We'll have PETA all over. PETA will have our videos, our whole entire podcast shut down because you picked him up by the scruff of his neck.
Look at him down there, man. You fucking badass. Look
That's
at
a big cat.
Yeah, boy. He'll sit right there too. He won't move. If I get up out of this chair, it's so funny. I get up out of this chair, he'll be in the kitchen wanting to get fed.
Oh yeah, look how big he is. He don't miss meals either.
No, he's actually like skinny old man status now. Here he comes. Say hi to the people. They can actually see you now.
Look how calm he is.
He's just chilling, man.
Man, he just
hanging
kind
out
of
right
lays
here.
back and chills out. That's crazy. If I tried doing that to Buster, I'd get fucked up 5 ways the next week.
He's perfectly okay as long as Dad's petting him.
And then what happens when you stop? They freak out and want to run away? No, he's still chilling.
He's just gonna chill here.
He's looking around. He's looking around like, why'd you stop? Please continue.
He might try to get up here. Yeah, there he goes.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone. You are no longer of use to him.
He's a good old cat, man. He's 15 years old. His birthday was March 16th.
Oh wow.
So, and in 6 days is actually his gotcha day for when I got him. I got him as he was a little bit premature. He was the runt of the litter. His brothers and
That's
sisters.
usually how it works.
Yeah.
The runts are always the ones that are fucking massive.
He's a lot skinnier than he used to be, but in his prime, he was 25 pounds. He was about 4 or 5 years old. He was 25 pounds.
It's a big cat.
He's trying to figure out how to get down.
Man.
He's so old he can't
He's
jump.
old.
No
He
more.
don't want to jump. Yeah. Yeah, put that old boy down.
Go
All
over
right,
to
enough
your
talking about
door.
your fat pussy.
Go
Let's
to your
talk
door.
about your next. What's your subject?
Oh man, that poor cat, man. I swear. He's got some brain damage, I think. Looks like a skunk tail. Let's
I
see.
gotta keep refreshing to get my comments to load up.
And then tell them Amish to get to work, man.
I know, dude. They need to get on that wheel a little quicker.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I am going to speak about the Masters with this weekend. Those of you who don't know, the Masters is a very prestigious golf tournament. You either got to win or you don't play, or win something, and then they invite you and so on and so forth. But anyway, there was some crazy shit that happened this weekend at the Masters. They had a tree fall. Did you see that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, off the
Nope.
17th tee box.
The only thing I saw was Tiger Woods withdrew himself because he was hurt again.
Yeah. I got to give it to that
They
guy.
had a tree fall?
Yeah, they had a huge tree fall, and like a few feet, 10, 15 feet maybe, and it missed some people.
Damn.
Like luckily it was like slow motion, and it was like falling, and just kind of leaned over, and people were like, "Oh shit, run!" Ah!
So is that like one of those things that if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, does it actually make a sound? Those guys can prove it, but they were around.
But they were around. Yeah, it makes a sound because you were there.
It still makes a sound.
See, my thought was if I take a recorder and put it out in the woods and let it record for all of time, and a tree falls down next to it, I better go pick up that recorder, and it better have the sound of a tree falling on it, or I'm going to be freaked out. Because everything in my life has been a lie.
I definitely know you're not using an iPhone battery for that recorder because it's going to die within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
The iPhone users out there are losing their fucking mind right now.
Okay.
But Apple's the best.
Apple's the best. Apple is the most dumbed down version of user-friendly cell phone operating systems you could possibly get.
They copy Android, everything.
Yeah. You wouldn't have iPhone if it wasn't for Android. Ha!
True that.
You would know a lot of
Anyway.
things if it wasn't for Android.
Fallen tree. All right.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, tree fell at the Masters. Nobody got hurt. It was like a big to-do. It was all over social media there for a while. But I luckily did not bet on any golf this weekend. I won like $600 last year and picked the winner on three
damn.
different parlays for the Masters. I'll probably bet on the U.S. Open this year, but John Rahm ended up winning the Masters. Like, put on a masterful display of golf this weekend. Like, considering the fact that 2 weeks ago he withdrew from a tournament because he was sick with the flu.
Oh, wow.
The guy's a fucking machine. He has 4 wins in his last 10 starts, which is fucking insane because the level of golf these days is just absolutely ridiculous. Easy, fellas. Us Ohioans work with what we have.
Oh, man.
Oh, Big Jerry Bear. That's true. I mean, I'm stuck in a rock. We're stuck in a rock and a hard place here, John. It's like Ohio to the east of us and Illinois to the west. Like,
I'd much rather deal with Illinois drivers. But let's see. Ohio, I'd much rather deal with Ohio people and then deal with the Illinois drivers. Ohio drivers suck.
now see, what's fucked up is obviously I live closer to Illinois and John lives closer to Ohio. I've seen more plates last week from like Georgia and Florida than I've ever seen Ohio plates.
Really?
I hardly ever see an Ohio plate over here. I'll see an Alaska plate before I see Ohio plates. Weird.
Huh. Yeah, I don't hardly. I mean, we see Ohio plates all the time over here. Not so much Illinois, but yeah, Ohio drivers are terrible. It's really
Oh,
bad.
they're just as bad in Illinois, man. Like, let me ask you this: like, when you're rolling down the interstate, let's not even say interstate. Let's say
we're going
like,
back to this again.
yeah, let's just say state road. Okay, when you're rolling down the interstate and you see somebody in the left lane, 20 cars behind him, do you play the guessing game of like what the license plate is? Like, can you like
First
pretty
of all,
much
let me
guarantee?
stop you there. If I'm rolling down the highway, we have fucking one lane going north and one lane going south. We're from a small area where we don't have 2-lane highways. So,
No,
there's
I'm
only
just
one
saying,
lane
like,
traveling.
we got weekend plans. You're jumping on, what is that? 70,
74.
74. Yeah. You're jumping on 74.
70's north of me. Yeah.
Right. You're jumping on 74, right? Okay. You're rolling down the interstate. We're going to escape room. There's somebody in the left fucking lane. You know for a fact that it's going to be Illinois or it's going to be Ohio, right? At some point in time.
Or some dumbass teen bitch on her cell phone.
That too. I see Illinois plates a lot more than I would see that.
Or the paper plates. It's a piece of shit car with paper plates.
Yeah,
And
it's like an 80,
all,
89 Geo
They're
Metro.
all doing one of these. Yeah, they're all leaned back in their seat. And yeah, fucking text. On my way to get the drugs. I'll be there shortly.
Got neck tattoos and stuff. That's profiling. That's terrible. We shouldn't talk about that.
I mean shortly, but I'll be there in 2 hours. It's supposed to take me an hour and a half, but I'm chilling in the fast lane going 60 and a fucking 70.
Big Jerry Bear in the chat from Twitch said, we don't like driving through Indiana. Why don't you like driving through Indiana? Indiana's okay. I'd rather drive through Indiana than drive through like fucking Kansas or something.
We don't like you coming to Indiana, so
Hey, don't be mean. We're accepting of all types of people here.
hey.
Except when you
poke
drive
the
in the
bear.
left. Except when you drive in the left lane, doing at least the speed limit.
Yeah, man. I don't
Hoosiers
even
can't
like,
drive. There's 2 Hoosiers right here that can drive, and I got the speeding tickets to prove it.
Yeah, that's why we're the racing state.
Yeah.
Racing capital of the world, not
The
just
world.
not just the nation, the world.
Yeah.
The fuck do you guys have? Buckeyes?
Hey, Buckeyes are good. I like them little sweet treats that Stephanie makes, little
I'm
peanut
not,
butter
no,
balls.
I'm talking about the fucking nuts on the tree that are fucking worthless and just look cool.
In Ohio, their balls grow on their trees. Is that what you just said?
I guess.
Where do Buckeyes
they
even come
definitely
from?
don't
Is
grow
it a Buckeye tree? Is that
It's
what
a
it is?
tree.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
a
even
tree.
know that. Huh.
There's some around here. I haven't seen one since I was younger. When the elementary that I went to, there used to be a bunch of Buckeye trees down by the woods. So like when we were doing science or whatever, we were going out in nature and finding different leaves for different trees.
Right.
And they had a buckeye tree, and we were pulling leaves and shit off that.
Have you ever
Yeah.
heard of a catalpa tree?
Nope. It sounds like you just sneezed. Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh,
We had a catalpa tree that was outside of my grandmother's house, and it had these huge fucking catalpa worms that like breed all over the tree or whatever. They were like, I don't know, a good 3/8 of an inch round and probably that long.
All right, I'm intrigued. I'm going to Google. I got this dual screen. Let's use it.
John's
Catalpa?
utilization of the dual
See-
screen.
We're gonna catalpas. Catalpa wood. Oh, okay. Here we. That's all I give a shit about. Catalpa worms. Oh, okay. I've seen these little bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I don't know what the trees look like, but I've seen these worms. Yeah. Okay. Hell yeah.
Thought I was crazy, didn't you?
Well, the more you know. Oh man.
Big
Yeah,
Jerry Bear
that's-
said our state troopers are nice. I will agree with that. Our state
Who's
troopers from Twitch.
Indiana's?
Yeah, Indiana's.
Said
Yeah.
Indiana's? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, our state troopers are the shit. I used to do a state trooper, like, Indiana State Police Camp down in Vincennes every year. I used to go down and for like the weekend or whatever, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and volunteered to help the kids out. And they did stuff like a simulated SWAT, like, break-in. Like, they would have
Yeah.
hostages and stuff like that, and they would use real flashbangs and real fire hoses and, like,
Holy
do
cow.
actual, like, crowd dispersion stuff. And it was a good time. That was always fun. That's some of my fondest memories down there with some of those state troopers and stuff like that. So yes, they are very good, very, very nice people.
The state troopers over here are nice because they're actually dealing with normal people on the road and not meth heads. They're not
meth
busting
heads
meth
that are
labs and
wanting
stuff.
to
Yeah.
shank your wife
Ohio-
at Steak and
Ohio
Shake at 2
people-
a.m.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Ohio state troopers, like, they need to be busting the meth heads because they spend way too much time parking in the medians every 5 miles just to fuck with people. Like, come on now.
Dude, okay. I'm rolling to Indy like once a week, once every 2 weeks, something like that. Right before you get to the Greencastle turnoff, not even that.
Yeah.
I mean, right before you get to Plainfield, there's always a state trooper sitting in the median. Like, every day he's sitting there. I'm like, dude, if you want to catch somebody, you got to kind of like change it up a little bit, man. Go 5 miles one direction, go 5 miles the other direction, do something. You know,
Get on the other side of a peak of a hill or something.
yeah, get on the other side of a
Yeah.
peak of a hill, because like I know you're sitting here.
Well, it's like we went to Cincinnati this past Saturday morning. So we crossed into Ohio, and there's a state trooper sitting in the median underneath this bridge, kind of angled so his rear radar can hit the oncoming lane, and then the front radar could hit us. We made it the rest of the way to Cincinnati, did an hour escape room, got out of the parking garage, traveled the other half hour back, and got to that same location, and he's still sitting there. 2 hours.
Wow.
2.5 hours.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he was still in the same location. It's like,
Yeah, I had to pee or something. Well,
Buddy.
maybe you just got out of the car. Dudes can
I
pee
told
anyway.
Karina, well, and that's why I told Karina. I said, maybe he's actually been busy and pulling people over, and it's a sweet spot.
Right.
And he's just coming back to the same location.
Yeah.
Or he's just sitting there rubbing one out, trying to make this day go a little quicker.
Yeah, he's just working his way to getting off.
Nah,
Yeah.
trying.
Wait a
More
minute.
ways than
Hold
one.
on. I got this. Wait a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going with.
That one?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going with. Oh,
You're
man.
right, Jerry Bear. They do like to camp, man. And they're always in. But I drove by there like last week sometime, that one spot, and there were 4 of them. 4 of them sitting in one of
Yeah.
them little crossovers. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
They've all got their windows down and they're like cross talking through their windows.
Yeah, like Jesus
I've
Christ.
seen 2 of them before, but I've never seen the 4 of them.
You know, and then there's
man.
me who's just rolling down the interstate. Like, Yeah.
At least. At least.
Waving as I go by.
We are way the fuck off the Masters topic.
It's fine. Who cares? This is a podcast.
It
We
is
do whatever the fuck we want
gone.
here. Anyway, I was talking about the Masters. That's all I need to say. John Rahm won, came out of nowhere. And Phil Mickelson shot like a 65 on Sunday or some shit and got within like 3 shots of John Rahm. I don't know how the fuck Phil goes from shooting 75, 73, 74, and then shoots a 65. And
Skilled shooter. Come on now. Just
damn,
blind squirrel finds a net every once in a while.
You're right. So, but yeah, the Masters
But
is
that
going on.
net is usually a bunch of Ohio people finding a buckeye. So next topic.
Everybody's gonna be finding mushrooms here before long. There's some.
Cody, my brother-in-law, they went searching for some the other day. They found a few of them.
Yeah, they're finding
But,
them. They're finding them about a half hour south of here right now. I don't think we've got any rolling on up here full on yet, but
I've never went mushroom hunting.
come on up. I'll take you.
I don't have anywhere to. Yeah, that's the thing. That's a 2-hour drive for mushrooms.
Just come up and hang out, dude. We'll walk around the woods and drink beer. We'll make a fire. It'd be great. It'd be a good time.
I gotta find a video of these 2 guys that are in the woods drinking beer when they're deer hunting one time. It's hilarious. They're just cracking beers and stuff. And one point is like, "Where do you think we're gonna go hunt this afternoon?" The guy goes, "As far the fuck away from here as we can go." 'Cause, they're just being obnoxious.
Right.
They're making mock scrapes with beer and just pouring a little bit of beer inside of them.
Well,
It's funny as hell.
It's and beer is in the news right now. I don't know if you've seen all the uproar of this Bud Light stuff or whatever.
Oh man!
Jesus
So at
Christ,
Lawrenceburg this past Saturday, me and Owen went and sat in the grandstands, and I had bought lunch for Steven on the way down, my buddy, and my buddy Steven and Jordan went down and was gonna grab some beers, and they're like, "Hey, do you want one?" I said, "Yeah, that's fine, that's cool."
Is this Steven that had the
And-
mullet?
Yes, we actually call
Okay,
him
I'm
Mud
still
Flap.
pissed at that guy for shaving
cut it
that
off.
mullet off.
He could actually grow. Okay, so before he buzzed it, like he buzzed the sides
Right.
and stuff, it's long enough now that he can make a comeback at it. But he said that the biggest thing is he got rid of it because he said everywhere he went, like it came back in, and everywhere he went, there was all these fucking 12-year-olds adding mullets and stuff. So he got tired of matching them all, which I get it, but I don't because his name is Mudflap. We've always known him as that. We
Right.
gave him that nickname for a reason. But
I was
but
so
anyway,
disappointed.
He goes down and gets a
So
beer.
disappointed.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was too. I thought he was kidding. Like Karina about kicked him out of our wedding for it. Because he was one of the guys at my wedding, and she about kicked him out of the wedding because he cut his mullet off.
That's bullshit, man. Stephen Hill,
It
if
was
you're
bad.
watching this shit, grow the mullet back. I appreciate
He
it.
could.
Fuck
He
everybody
could-
else.
He could trim it all up on the top right now, and it would be long enough in the back to be there.
That'd be amazing. Next time I see him, I want to see a mullet. We'll have
And
to
he's
clip,
got
we'll have to clip
naturally
that shit and
curly
send it to
hair
him.
too. Yeah, he's
Oh,
got
that's
naturally curly hair
amazing.
too, so it just works. It's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
It looks good. It's one of the legit mullets. But
Good deal.
Oh, anyway,
So you went to
they
get a
got-
beer, yeah,
they-
sorry.
Yeah, they went to go get a beer. Me and Owen found some seats, and we're sitting there. And they're coming back with some Yinglings, and usually I'm Miller Lite or whatever, you know. I don't really give a fuck when it comes to beer, dude.
I really don't
And
either. I don't drink
They're
Coors Light
coming
'cause
back.
it gives
They're
me a
coming
headache.
back with Yinglings and one Bud Light, one single Bud Light, and I'm like, these fuckers are doing this as a joke. Like they're just trying to make a rise. That's just the kind of buddies I have. But they're like, no, I didn't. I thought that's what you drank. I'm like, well, sometimes not, but I would have drank a Yingling too. Like those are good beers. But anyway, you know. But I thought they did it as a joke, and of course everybody around me staring like, and they're all getting butthurt over a Bud Light. I'm like, goodness.
I saw this shirt.
Uh-oh, the TV feeds are gone.
Oh, they are.
You
Damn
killed
it.
us.
I killed us.
killed us.
Sorry. I minimized everything. There we go. We're back. Sorry. Man.
There we go.
I saw this picture on Amazon, and I'm trying to get it up
We're
on
gone
the
again.
thing here. How are we gone again?
Well, you're doing something on one of your 6 computers there.
I have 2 computers, thanks very much. All right, so
Fucking nerd.
I'm gonna pop this image up here, and this made total sense because everything that's going on with racism and homophobia and stuff, and I usually don't like to try to touch on this stuff, but this shirt made absolute sense to my point of view, and I get really triggered when people are bitching on Facebook. Like there's some guy sitting in a computer going, "Oh, John Steed from, southeastern Indiana said blah 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 blah. We better change that." You know, I get really triggered when people do that crap.
Fuck that guy, first of all.
Yeah, fuck that guy. So, if you want to take something from me, just read this shirt.
We're still waiting on the shirt, Dano. There
Got
it
it.
is. That's a big ass picture.
Read that shirt. It says, "Why be racist, sexist, homophobic, or transphobic when you could just be quiet?"
It literally just goes back to one of the rules as a child. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Don't say anything at all. If you want to get on a bitch about how bad the Colts suck or how better of an offensive coordinator job you could do, then by all means. But when you're attacking somebody else's life choices, sexuality, religious views, whatever, you deserve to get socked in the mouth.
Twice.
Period. Like, look back at your
Get the
6-year-old
old
self
1-2.
and imagine your dad just beating your 6-year-old self with his belt for you being a dick. That's exactly what you're doing. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent there for a second. Sorry, man. You know how I
You're
get.
steering so far away from the Masters topic.
I'm done with the Masters. I'm
still on the
I'm
first
triggered
topic.
right now. Anyway. John, would you mind giving me some would you rathers here? Because if I don't, I'm gonna swim into the deep end here.
Some would you rathers. All right. So this one is you always talk about how like your life kind of went off the rails whenever you were working for the mail company. So I'm really curious on your decision on this one. Would you rather have a horrible job but be able to retire comfortably in 10 years, or have your dream job but have to work until the day you die?
Dream job and work until the day I die.
Really?
Yes.
I couldn't
And I
do
say
that.
that because I've worked since I was 14. I don't know any different. And with the experience I had with my job at the post office, I literally had my life ripped away from me because
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice in the matter of the job that I was given. And I mean, just to give you an example, I worked between 60 and 90 hours a week. Not only did I do that, I would get out of bed at 11:30 and midnight-ish, be at work by 1. I would work till 10 a.m. By the time Stephanie got home, I'd already been asleep for 2 or 3 hours. She couldn't do anything in the house without for fear of waking me up. I never saw Stephanie. I never saw my family. I saw my mom and dad 3 times in the year of 2021.
Yeah.
I went to 2 sprint car races. 2.
But here's where I'm at with it. I agree with what you're saying there. Could you pick a horrible job? Not one that's assigned to you in that situation. I mean, that's a horrible situation there, period. But is there another horrible job that you could do and just knowing that if you just buckle down for 10 years, you don't ever have to work again? Like,
I
for
don't
me,
think I
that's
can handle it.
you're older than I am. No offense. I mean, Papo. Sorry, I had to throw that one in there real quick. But for me, like, if I could work, and my job now is not bad. I don't mind it. But if I could work a horrible job and know that when I turn 41, well, coming up on 42, I'll be 32 this year. If I could retire at 42 comfortably, I would do it. Because then that gives me, because most people's lifespans are what would you say, like 75 is a good
between
year?
70 and 80. Yeah, somewhere
That gives
in
me
there.
35 years approximately to spend with my family.
Right.
Do whatever the fuck I want. Spend it with my kids, watch their kids grow, travel with Karina. Like we could do whatever we wanted for the next 35 years.
I just honestly think having like my dream job would lead me into working.
What would be your dream job? Let's go there.
All my whole life, all I've ever wanted to do is be a rock star. All I've ever wanted to do is play music in front of people. And get paid for it.
Like to what? I guess.
Like Blake Shelton.
That high, huh?
Yeah, like Nickelback, Kiss level, fucking Blake Shelton
On the radio.
Like on the radio, like can't go nowhere without somebody going, "Oh fuck, that's fucking."
Man, I think that would get old. Like and you hear all celebrities talk about that, like how at first it's really cool, to be recognized. You when you hit that celebrity level, or people always want to get pictures or whatever, and then like it gets to the point where it's like, man, I can't even go to fucking Subway and go get a sandwich without being just hounded and heckled. Right. And
but see, like that, like
paparazzi.
This ties back into like the job thing, like I worked at Guitar Center for 10 years, and like I was that guy. Like I couldn't go anywhere, especially like I had to quit wearing black shirts because we had black Dickies shirts, and if I wore a black shirt, somebody would recognize me and say, hey, well, you still have that guitar in stock or whatever. But you can ask Stephanie. I'm levels above probably the most personable person that that's like never met a stranger. I'm miles above that. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's not that I know a lot of people. It's that a lot of people know me, and it's like I can find anything to talk about with anyone. It doesn't matter.
That's how I am too.
So I've kind of always been in that role to like, if I'm sitting down with Stephanie at Steak and Shake waiting to get shanked, somebody wants to sit down and talk about, what am I writing? What's my album? What do I got plans for this weekend? Like, fucking sit down, dude. Like, fucking, hey, let's have a conversation. What are you drinking? You want a Bud Light or you want a Yingling? Like,
right.
They don't serve that at Steak and Shake, but you get what I'm saying. I've just kind of always embraced.
Now.
Yeah, I just kind of always embraced that role, like of just being able to turn off like my personal time and put on the business time or the fan time. I don't know. It's just weird. It annoys Stephanie a lot that I talk to everybody.
Yeah, I'm the talker too. I'm the when me and Karina go out, I'm the one that's like kind of, I guess, most recognized, or the social one, I guess, that everybody talks to, and that that I'm known or whatever.
But I'm also guilty of seeing someone at like Walmart and they'll be like, "Hey, what's up, man? Hey, do you still got that guitar or whatever or whatever?" And we walk away and Steffi goes, "Who is that?" "Oh, I have no fucking idea. I have no clue who that was."
Yeah, that actually happened this past Saturday. We seen somebody and they're like, "Steed? John Steed? You still racing?" Like they started talking and I'm just like, "You remember who I am?" I said, yeah, I think so. And then like we get to the car and she's like, "Who was that?" And I was like, "Man, I really can't remember his name right now."
Right.
And then I did, but it was one of those. It's just like, who the hell was it? And, oh, I remember exactly who that guy was.
He's probably watching this podcast right now.
Doubt it.
Your mom said we are definitely not getting me and your dad together. They'll never shut up. Well, that's the point.
Nah, yeah, we were actually just talking about it before we went live because Dana was showing some videos of their gig this past weekend. I was like, man, we really got to get me and Karina and mom and dad together to go to one of your gigs because my parents would have a blast. I mean, they would dig the shit out of watching you play just from the videos. We were prepping for the episode last week, and he actually was stringing a guitar for a guy, and he got done.
Yeah.
And he gave us like a little private fucking rock out session. Me and Karina were both sitting here just throwing off different songs at him, and he was just picking them all up and going. I mean, it was
Yeah.
impressive.
No, we had about 5 to 10 songs there you threw at me. And it's like I knew at least bits and pieces of them, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
What was funny? What
Oh,
was
man.
funny is like, you know, she's telling you the song, and you're sitting here, and like I'm watching your face, and you said "Sweet Child of Mine," and then I started playing it, and your face was like,
What? Like, I
What?
mean, it was instant.
like
I
yeah.
mean, you started playing it instant. Like, you didn't even give it a chance. I was like, the fuck, he was already playing it before I said anything.
And that's what's super weird about playing guitar. We're going into my other topic here. That's what's super crazy about playing guitar is that I can't explain why I can do that. It's one of those like outer worldly things that like when I got my guitar for Christmas that one year, like that day I played songs. Like it was no go and take lessons for a year and learn to play. It was like it just came natural. Like was I a fucking, you know, what do they call that little thing in medieval times? The lute?
The lute? Yeah.
Yeah. Was I a lute player, you know, during the fucking Crusades or some shit in a previous life? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
And if you wanted me to, like, sit down and teach you to play guitar, I can sit down and teach you to play guitar and play songs, but I can't teach you to do what I do.
Right.
Like, I just...
A lot of that just comes with experience. Like, I can teach, like, for Owen, I can sit down and teach him, like, when we were at the church the other day, we have little gatherings and stuff we do over there where you could rent the church out, and they got a piano, and I can sit down and just play a piano. Like, I was pretty much self-taught, you know, and I could sit there and teach him the notes, but when I first started learning how to play piano, it was all by ear. I could listen to a song, find the key, write the note down, and I'd have a whole series of notes written out as I progressed through the song and listened to it, finding it, and then I could play it because I know the notes and I could look at my paper and da 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 play. And then I started learning the chords and stuff. But to teach him that stuff right now, it'd be really hard. I can teach him that, and then because I learned by ear, not by lessons.
Right, not by notes or reading music or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know
It's
how
on
to
the same
teach
way.
somebody my method, you know.
Yeah. And you
anyway,
know,
we're
like,
tangenting off big time.
We are
again.
big
Holy
time.
shit.
I mean, so okay. Would you rather number 2?
Yeah. So would you rather hear the voices of dead people or see the ghosts of dead people? So
I
would you rather hear them or see them?
I'd rather see them.
Yeah, I don't want to just randomly be hearing shit and not know where they're at.
Like, I freak out about Stephanie clanking the dishes in the sink. Imagine what it's going to be like when I hear fucking, hey, Dan, what's going on? What the fuck did you just say to me?
Make no mistake, I'm still going to shit on the floor if I see a dead person standing in the hallway staring at me.
Jesus.
But at least I know they're there and that I'm not going back there.
Right, yeah.
I know to avoid that area and not join them.
God damn it, Ghostly Steve, will you just piss off?
Gosh. Pam said voices, please.
Your mom is psychotic.
No way.
Pam is
that's
psychotic. No.
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
So all right, go ahead and explain yourself in the comments, but you're still wrong.
I think back of what the hell is that movie with Bruce Willis?
Oh my god.
Sixth Sense.
I don't know.
Like,
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't seen that one? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Jiminy Christmas.
Don't even. You guys are right up there with a fucking senior citizens home. So it's not my fault that I haven't seen all these old movies.
Like, when I watched that movie, I was just like, holy fuck, I never even thought of it like that. Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna have to have a movie night.
I'm gonna have to give
that.
I'm gonna have to give Stephanie a microphone at some point in time here.
No, because she's just gonna yell at me the whole time.
She's yelling at you right now, and that's exactly why she needs the microphone.
I can hear it in the background. I can hear her. I don't know what she's saying, but I can hear the yapping. Sounds like a fucking Yoki or a Taco Bell dog. Oh no. Oh shit. Well, we're still waiting on Pam's response on why she would rather have voices than see them. But until then, we'll go ahead and go to this third one. Then go ahead and get this last one. Now the last one you already know. It's always the most gruesome one. It's the one that's like cringeworthy. So, would you rather remove and eat one of your eyeballs or remove and eat one of your testicles?
I'm gonna choose testicles.
Yeah,
Steffi's-
you would. Mouthful of balls over there.
I have heard this noise before.
But I
Oh man, I'm gonna go with testicle, man, because like I don't think I could go without an eyeball.
yeah, I'm the same way. I would have to do the exact same just because I couldn't like that goes back to one of those like if you had to lose one of your senses like the hearing or
Yeah,
your vision, which one would you rather lose?
yeah,
I would much rather be deaf. Cuz
Yeah.
you can still do shit like
yeah. If you're
when you're
blind,
deaf.
you're
You
like
just
you're
can't
just
hear.
fucked.
Yeah, you have to rely solely on people to get you around and help you out and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with testicle just
and I'm
because.
not popping that damn thing out of my skull.
That's what I
You're a
imagine.
nature guy. Have you watched man what is it? Man versus Wild, man Meat Eater. Meat Eater. It's on
Meat eater.
Netflix.
I've seen like one or two like bits and pieces.
It is a very popular deal like when they're hunting caribou and like elk and all
You
that.
pop the eyeballs out.
They pop the eye out
Mm-hmm.
and there is like fat. It's like when they're in Alaska, but there's like a ball of fat.
Yeah,
And they
we've done that.
pop it out from behind the eye and they actually eat it raw. I mean, they just eat it as is
Yeah,
because it is I mean, it's the
Like
rawest form of fat.
it's a delicacy or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
and
like
they said that
the-
it basically
the-
tastes like they basically say it tastes like flour and water, like a wet dough.
right. That's like
I
the
couldn't do
like
it.
the cheek
It looks
meat
like
of a
snot.
walleye. The cheek meat of a walleye, like on top of the gill, like behind the eye on a walleye. There's like this little bitty nugget of meat, and it is dude, it is like so good.
Really?
It's like fucking great.
Well, see, like my father-in-law, he got me turned on to eating deer heart.
Mm.
A couple of years ago, I was going out and going hunting. He said, when you gut that thing, he said you need to keep the heart. I said, keep the heart. I said, why? He said, because you got to eat it. I said, I'm not eating no goddamn deer heart. He's like, oh, he said, if you get a deer, promise me you'll keep the heart. And he said, I'll fry it up for you. All right, fine, Randy, I will. So I go out, sure as shit, I get a deer that night.
Shut up, Randy.
Oh man, so he did. He
Fucking get out of
he
here.
fried it up and it was good. It was very very good.
Was it honestly good?
It
Like-
really was.
I mean, it's
I can't
technically just a
believe- I can't
muscle,
believe
right?
You haven't had it. Yeah, yeah. And
I
like
used to
basically
do-
you basically cut the top off, so you get the heart. So you know how it's kind of shaped like, well, it's not
It's
necessarily
basically like a baseball.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, but it's got the pointed end on the
Mhm.
bottom.
Yeah.
So you basically just cut the top off. Leave the pointed end on the bottom. Cut the top off
Okay.
to where you can see the valves. You
Right.
wash it all out, get it all clean, and then you can just kind of sliver it up as you want, salt water it, clean it, yeah, and then just it gets all the blood and stuff out, and then you can fry it up.
I will have
It's
to.
very tender. It's
I will
very,
have to
very,
reserve
very
the heart
tender.
for your for Randy, and then
You'll
we'll
have
have
to try
to
it.
meet up for a deer heart.
It's got to be fresh. I don't know if he'd try it frozen.
I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'll come down to you and shoot one, then we'll just go to his house. Fuck it. I don't care.
There you go. That's all I
I mean,
got.
I'm interested in that, because it's technically a muscle,
Yeah, I was
So-
very skittish on it at first too, and then a deal's a deal. So I let him do it, and he fried it up, and it was very good.
Right.
I was,
If you say
impressed.
it was good, you like to eat steak and meat and things like that too. So I'm gonna trust you. And like,
But
if
I'll
we
never
ever-
say that testicle that I remove and eat's good. That's
no.
just because I don't want to lose an eye.
Yeah, I don't want to lose an eye. I'll never. Nah. I definitely do not wear safety glasses and stuff enough when I'm out fucking around in the garage and in the backyard. Like for as
don't
much as
either.
like, man. Yeah, absolutely. And Steffi works at an eye doctor, so you'd think that like she's seen some gnarly shit. Like fucking, they apparently have this like little bitty drill that like if you get something embedded in your eye, they can go in and drill your fucking eyeball and
Nope,
fucking
I'm
suck
out.
this thing out.
No, I'm good.
I haven't seen it yet, but
I got a piece of metal. I used to do machining stuff a lot. I was a machinist for like 10 years. And I got a chip stuck in my eye one time, and it fucked me up. I mean, I got to the eye doctor. I finally fessed up and went, and he sat me down on this thing, and I put my chin in this little cradle, and he's like looking at me with this bright ass light, and he's like, "Oh yeah, yep, I see it. It's right there." So he takes this Q-tip and he says, 1, 2, 3, and he just goes swoop, swooped it right out of there, and that was it.
It wasn't embedded.
And I was scared
Yeah.
because I was like, man, how much
It was
is
just-
this
well,
gonna
Steffi
cost? 'Cause
just
I don't have
said-
insurance.
Steffi just said that it wasn't embedded. It was just like laying on top of your eyeball.
Oh,
was on
but
the
it
cornea.
scratched the fuck out of it because he said that
Yeah.
he said that it had scratched the hell out of my eye because I just kept blinking and was trying to get it out. But I was scared just because I had
Oh,
to go
yeah.
in there for like an emergency, like, hey, get this out of my eye, please. Like he was
Fuck
still
yeah.
open, but yeah, he gave me that and 2 prescriptions of eye drops or whatever, and I was like, how much is this gonna cost? And he's like, $20. I said, for real? For everything? Like you
$20.
getting that out and the eye drops? He said, yep, $20 total. That's it. I said,
Damn.
awesome. Thanks.
Hell yeah. When I had long hair, I pulled one of my hairs that had like one of my bangs or whatever that had coiled up in the
no.
corner of my eye. It wasn't just like an eyelash or anything. Like it was a full on like 4 or 5 inch piece of hair that had
Oh my
literally just like
God.
somehow got in my eye and coiled it up. And I was like, God damn, my fucking eyes bothering me today. I go in the bathroom, I'm looking around, and then I'm like, oh, there's fucking hair right there. And I like get a hold of it, and I get it over to where I can just like touch my eye and grab it, and I'm pulling it, and it's still coming, and I'm like, shit. And then finally it was like in my tear duct or some shit. Fuck, I don't know. It was all
no.
coiled up and like underneath my eyelid and shit. It was weird. I'm dealing with this thing right now where my right eyelid is twitching all the time.
No way.
Yeah, way.
For real?
Yeah, like all day long.
For the last fucking 2 weeks. That is so funny you said that. For like the last 2 weeks, I've told Karina
it's doing
my
it right now.
my eyelids will just like flutter.
It's doing it right now.
I don't know why.
That's him.
Yeah.
And like I quit, like I stopped drinking a Monster for a day or two to see if that was it. Like I
Yeah.
don't feel any different. Like when I was drinking the Bangs, I mean it was giving me anxiety. Like whatever I was feeling that day, whether it was happy, sad, mad, whatever it was, it magnified it by 10. Like if I was happy, I was just fucking
Off the walls.
I was a jitterbox, dude. Like
Right.
it was overwhelming. But like highs of highs, lows of lows. But yeah, dude, here recently my eyelids have just been they flutter. It's like a muscle spasm in your arm or whatever, but mine are just
Right.
my eyelids. That's weird. It's something in the air.
I honestly think I need to lay off the coffee for a while. And it's
See, I
not
don't even
but
drink
like,
coffee.
But I don't drink that much. Like I have like a little tumbler or whatever, one a day, and that's it. And like I don't really drink Monsters or anything. I had one. Yeah, and I water my
And
coffee
I
down
don't-
with milk and fucking everything else.
Yeah,
so.
and I don't think it's like a tired issue because it's not like I don't know. For me, like lack of sleep is like I can still function on like 5 or 6 hours. It's not great, but like most nights I get like 7 plus. Just
All right, except on Monday nights.
it pinches it. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's about 6.
But I'm the same way. If I get between 6 and 7, I was born in August, so I'm
okay.
a Virgo, so I need 6.94, 653, 8,
Here we go
7,
with
1
them
hours of
fucking
sleep.
signs. I can't stand that.
If
shit.
I get between 6 and 7, I'm usually like at my max potential. I'm in my prime. But
yeah,
I
I
get-
don't believe in the zodiac signs.
I don't either. I was just saying. I saw a meme on Facebook.
I think
that was
Karina
like,
partially does because she'll be looking at all these different fucking ones. And for 3 years, we've been together for 3 years, and still today, she will ask me, "What's your sign again? What's your
Dickhead.
sign?" You would think after like 500 times of telling you, you would remember, but now I just look at her. I'm just like, No, I'm not even fucking entertaining you. Like, just look up my birthday. Like, oh, you're Scorpio.
That
Yeah.
explains a lot.
Stop asking. My
She's
goodness.
She's got a checklist of shit you fucked up on that week, and be like, "This was a bad week for Scorpio." Fuck, check mark on everything that you fucked up.
Oh man.
Scorpios this week will not do the dishes. Check mark. Total dickhead on the podcast. Check mark. Took shit, forgot to flush. Check mark.
Oh, I don't ever do that.
Oh man. Oh god. So I'm gonna go. Let's go right into your last topic here because we got like 2 minutes.
Oh, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
So I gotta pull it back up on my phone. This one is the top nasty candies, like basically, and this could fall under the Easter. This is all of them because there's some of them that fall into seasonal stuff, like your Peeps or whatever. So I'll go down the list. I got 10 of them. They're not in any particular order, and we'll see if you like them or not. These are like the controversial candies. Circus peanuts.
I love circus peanuts.
I don't mind them either.
I fucking love circus peanuts, man.
I like the flavor. They're little spongy.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
like the grainy texture of circus peanuts. That's what I like.
See, I don't get that. I feel like I'm chewing on memory foam.
Yeah,
I don't ever
that.
get the graininess. I just
Dude,
feel
what
like I'm chewing on my pillow.
What if they designed memory foam, like the guy that invented memory foam? What if he was like, you know what, this would make a great fucking pillow?
Yeah, a giant circus
he
peanut.
made a giant circus peanut for a pillow.
Fucking $1 million idea.
$1 million
Shut it
idea.
down. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Oh god.
Shit, my screen locked. Okay, next one. Peeps.
I used to love Peeps,
I did too.
but when I quit smoking, they turned into the grossest fucking thing I could possibly eat. I want to just gag every time I think about eating one.
They're too sugary for me. Now I did just because I like trying the little specialty drinks that they put out every year, like Pepsi and Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
I did try the Peeps Pepsi.
Stephanie's sister tried to get me
wasn't
to drink one
bad.
this weekend.
It wasn't bad. It's not overwhelming. Like the Mountain Dew, they had a gingerbread Mountain Dew a couple Christmases ago.
Now, see, I would dig that. I never heard of that.
I drank the fuck out of them. I was buying them by the 12-pack. I loved them so much. Yeah, I mean, they were incredible, and now I can't find them. Yeah,
Damn it.
It's a heartbreaker. Okay, next one. Button candies.
Button candies.
See, I gave Karina the same look. She mentioned this one. I've never had them. I even Googled them when we had this.
Okay, like the little little ribbon strips
of
button.
Strip, yeah. So
okay.
It's got little candy pieces.
Yeah, I just called them
didn't
dots.
even know what it was. So this topic basically comes from my family Easter yesterday. We were all talking about the nasty candies that the kids got in their Easter baskets. I've never had button candy, so I really don't have a vote or a say so here. How about wax juice bottles?
Oh yeah, dude. Yes.
Love those motherfuckers.
Yes.
There's not enough juice in them.
No. Like, give me a big one. Give me like a Coke-sized bottle.
Yeah. Legit. That's what I want. Like, I love them damn things. I always bite the top off and squeeze from the bottom.
Yeah, that's what Stephanie just asked. Did you just take the top off and like try to drink it, or
Nope. And
or
you
did
have
you
to
just chew
squeeze
it?
the bottom because there's a pocket in there, and if
Right.
you just try and collapse the middle to squeeze it, you trap some in the very bottom of the bottle. So you have to squeeze from the bottom of the bottle up.
Like
you can't
rolling
waste that
toothpaste.
shit. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you gotta do it. All right. Black licorice.
I like black licorice.
Don't you fucking say it. Take it back.
No.
Oh, you're so nasty.
I will eat fucking
that's
black licorice.
terrible.
I love all types of licorice. Cherry, strawberry,
I don't
black.
mind the red vines.
I like the
that's-
Twizzlers.
Red vines, yeah.
The not the red vines. The like the cherry ones with the pull and peel. The Twizzlers pull and peel.
Those are called red vines. That's
No,
another name for them.
well, red
'cause
vines are
it's a
just.
vine. It's the same thing.
See, I'm not crazy. 2 people
Right?
in chat just said black licorice is good. I'm not crazy.
I don't even. Well, they didn't come up in my chat, so they're irrelevant. So
Oh well, god damn it.
I gotta try. I gotta refresh this. I don't know why it's doing this. It won't let me read what they're saying.
Because you don't have 6 computers.
Oh. Let's see. Who's the other one that said black licorice is good? I seen my mom said it.
Big Jer Bear in the Twitch chat.
Oh, well, that's all I need to know.
Well, see, I have all 3 of the chats in here, YouTube and yeah.
Yeah. So here's my thing with black licorice. Me and one of my buddies used to drink Jaeger like a lot. And at one of
Num
his sisters. And see, we've even got a dispenser down there in the bar.
Yeah, that's it right
See it
there.
down there? It's right
Yeah,
down
look at
here
that.
on the bottom.
Yeah, it's right over there.
But yeah, anyway, we drank a half gallon and part of a fifth between me and him one night at his sister's Halloween party. And I've never been sicker. I've never
Wow.
had it since. I can't even smell it. And that's exactly what black licorice smells like. I can't do it.
What was that one that Alchemist gave to us when we went to French Lick? It was vanilla and
A candy or an alcohol?
it was an alcohol. It was a Jägermeister, but it was like fucking like gingerbread and vanilla or some shit Jägermeister, and it was so fucking good.
Huh.
Like they had a limited edition bottle of it, and this
I've
guy
never heard of
this
that.
guy
That's
collects
wild.
alcohol. He's
What
from
a
England.
habit.
Yeah. So he's from England, and I met him through video games, and he just so happened to live a lot closer than we thought. And we played a gig at French Lick at the casino, and he came down. We met up. We had a few drinks. We gambled a little bit. So, if you're watching Al,
That's
what's up, dude?
All right, next one. Conversation hearts.
I like the white ones. I
What?
don't. Just the white conversation arts. Steffi doesn't like them at all.
I don't either.
I don't.
I feel
Just
like
the
I took a
white
bite
ones
of a
because they're
chalk.
like a winter green.
I
They're like a
feel
minty.
like that I took a bite of a piece of chalk.
Yeah.
Like I just had like a little chalk stick and just fucking took a bite off of it.
Now, I don't like them like right out of the bag. Like open the bag, leave them sit on the counter, let them get kind of soft and chewy, and then pull all the white ones out, and then I'll eat those and throw the rest of them away. I tell you
it's
what,
a hard
though,
candy. How do they get chewy?
they get
It's a
chewy.
hard.
They get stale.
Bullshit.
They get moisture
They're
to
like
them, and
a
they get
slut.
soft.
They're like a Smartie.
Yeah. No, I mean not
Smarties
really.
don't get
They're
soft.
they're porous. It's not instantly, but like it's gonna take a few days. But I'll tell you something
think
else. I
These
watched
things
an
not
old
taking their
man.
Viagra or what?
That was 2
Oh, shit,
episodes
candy's
ago.
getting
Viagra Day. I watched an old man one time, John, pull a bag of those out of a tackle box and stick them on a
The
hook.
conversation hearts.
Conversation hearts. Pull a bag of those out and stick them on a hook and use them for crappie bait.
I think you could almost catch a crappie with anything now.
Not really.
They are a dumb fish.
Bluegill are dumber.
Well, yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Bluegills are fucking.
This
really
guy
dumb.
also poured his coffee in the bags of worms.
I went fishing one time when I was younger with a guy that used to chew tobacco and he would spit on his
Yeah.
worm. I mean,
Mhm.
a nasty fucking, one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a nasty big old fucking pile of spit. But he put it on that worm, and that sumbitch would rip lips. I'd be over
Mhm.
there just fishing with a worm, not catching shit, and he'd be over there catching all of them. I mean, we could
Weird.
be 6 feet away from our bobbers could be 6 feet away from each other, and he'd be the one getting all the bites.
That's crazy. I wonder why.
They wanted a nicotine hit,
Well,
probably.
nicotine,
I guess.
probably.
I don't know.
Yeah, could have been.
Gotta be it.
Could have been. All right, next
Fisher
one.
drug hit. All right. Candy corn.
I love candy corn.
Love candy corn.
I love candy
No.
corn. You don't like candy corn? Really?
No,
Wow.
I don't. Yeah, it's another. That's
That's
another one
surprising
that
that
like granulates up on me and just. I feel like you could keep. I feel like you're eating a wax bottle from one of them juices. You could just keep fucking chewing, and it's not gonna go nowhere. It doesn't.
Right.
It doesn't ever go away.
Yeah. I love candy corn, man. Like just regular old candy corn. Don't need to be anything weird like watermelon candy corn or anything. Like regular old candy corn.
Nah, I can't do that.
Yep.
What about bottle caps?
Never really much cared for bottle caps.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what they kind of remind me of just like a giant Pez.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. But they're not as cool because obviously you can't disperse your bottle caps like you do in a Pez dispenser.
Right. That's cool. That's what made
That's
Pez
awesome.
cool was the dispenser.
They still have them. That's what's all even more awesome is they are still coming up with all kinds of different Pez dispensers.
See,
Owen's got one around here somewhere right now.
Now I'm curious. World's most expensive Pez dispenser. Here we go.
It's got to be like Beanie Babies, dude. Like they've been around for so long that there's actually like these just collector items. Your eyes
Okay.
just got big. How much is that fucking Pez dispenser?
Right. At 1961, Political Donkey is worth $13,000.
Of all fucking things, it's a political donkey Pez dispenser?
It looks like it's something along the lines of like a political party favor type thing.
The fuck? I would have thought that you were getting ready to feed me some like Popeye the Sailor Man or even a fucking olive oil one or something.
No, but there is Foghorn Leghorn, which is valued from the year 1980 at $7,000.
That's an expensive Pez dispenser.
I don't know what Witch Bee is.
Can you imagine having that kind of fuck you money to just drop $13,000 just to eat your Pez?
Mickey Mouse is number 4 at $3,500.
I could see that.
The Chewbacca misprints $3,500 from 2021.
It's a misprint?
Yeah.
Why
it
is that shit
says-
always so expensive? That's the
I
same way
don't
with
know.
coins.
On the
Buy
card,
my
on
fucked up
the
coin for more
the
than
little
what it's
card
really
that it
worth.
says on the back says Disney Princess on it.
Huh.
Under collect them all, the dispenser shows princesses like Cinderella and Snow White rather than Star Wars characters. That's why it makes it so valuable. There's one that's a football player that's worth $3,000. Dumbo with a soft squishy head's $2,700, and then Snow White at $2,600. That's the 9 most expensive ones. That's pretty
And
neat.
a lot of them are Disney characters. I could see that because
Yeah.
there's a lot of Disney stuff that's so historic.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, what you got now?
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie Rolls,
Love them.
medium.
I'm gonna stick them in a rubber band and shoot them at you.
Put them in a paintball gun.
I don't like them.
Muzzle. That's how we used to like muzzle
That's
load
the
fucking
most
paintball guns.
generic. That's the most generic chocolate ever.
Yeah, I don't get a craving for Tootsie Rolls like I would
hope
like I
not.
would candy corn. Like I just don't. Like if there was a Tootsie Roll laying there, I'd be like,
You
I need
wait,
something
hold on.
sweet.
You don't get a craving for Tootsie Rolls. I thought you were gonna say like you do for Reese's or Twix. You get a craving for candy corn.
Yeah,
You really crave it.
Yeah.
That you will go to the store and be like, I've got this whole fucking aisle in Walmart of all this candy, and I just want the candy corn, and that's it.
Yep. Usually have to go to a gas station and just go to like Casey's or something and just get a small little bag or whatever.
I don't know
Yep.
what's wrong with you.
There's lots of things wrong with me, John, and eating candy's not one of them.
Whatever. What the fuck ever. We're
Well,
just
when
gonna
I
get
quit
you-
when I quit
we're
smoking,
gonna set you a bowl out here on the counter.
when I quit smoking, everything tasted different to me. So I have like 2 versions of my life, non-smoking and then smoking.
You are a papal. I bet you have like little jars that's got the little glass knob on the top that are just full of candy corn just randomly laying around the house that you can eat when you're watching Jeopardy.
Hold on, I got this.
Oh
Hold
my
on.
God, he's got it. He's not kidding. This is how I know you're old. He really is a papaw, though. For all the listeners, he is a grandpa. Yeah. Is there candy corn in there?
No, there's no candy corn in there.
Oh, I was gonna lose it.
But that is the dish. This is
Yeah.
the dish that my Aunt Minnie, God rest her soul, she died at like 99. This is
Damn.
what she had on her table.
She got cheated.
Yeah, this is what she had on her table that had those little like pastel colored dinner mints in it.
Yeah,
This is her dish. This thing is fucking ancient.
that's crazy. Yeah, your aunt got cheated, man. That's like Betty White. 99 years old. You're so close to 100, and life just cheated you.
All the stuff back.
All right, so the last and final one, the soda pop fizzy tab, like the little
Gross.
things.
No.
You don't like them?
No.
I don't mind those. Owen got some of those the other day. They come in like a little 4-pack. It's got the little plastic soda cans, and you pop it up, and it's just got the little. They're basically like as small as a Tic Tac, but you pop in your mouth, and they're kind of like fizzy. They got
Right.
that little.
Mhm.
They got that little tinkle to them.
Like Pop Rocks or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily.
Not quite
Pop
that,
Rocks.
but like they're just tingly. Yeah.
They've got that like carbonated feel to them. I like them.
Not a big fan of those.
And my favorite one's the lemon lime one. I don't
think
know why.
I think my all-time favorite candy. This is gonna sound weird. What's my all-time favorite candy, Steph?
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Nope, it's not Payday.
Wouldn't think so, but
I love
you also
Paydays.
like fucking candy corn though too.
Not Reese Cups. Not Snickers. Has nothing
Reese's
to do
are my,
nothing
Reese
to do with
Cups are my
chocolate.
favorite. And mine's kind of steering toward Reese Pieces now because
My all-time
I'm
favorite
getting sick
candy.
and tired. I'm getting sick and tired of opening up Reese Cups and having just a fucking mess. You don't get that with
Those
Reese Pieces
weird,
because it's all
like,
trapped
outfit.
inside of it now.
Right, yeah. She said cowtails, which I love.
Cow?
Cowtails. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nasty too.
Yeah, see, those things are so good. I actually have two. One of them is Whorehound. You know what Whorehound is?
No.
It's like a sassafras like hard candy. Kind of tastes like root beer. And then Swedish Fish.
Oh, the Swedish Fish. All right, so spell this whorehound. I'm scared to type this in Google. Please tell me it at least starts with an H.
It's
It doesn't
H.
start with a W.
No, it's HOREHOUND.
Whorehound candy. Let's check this thing out. I'm wondering if I've seen these. Oh, you can. Yeah, okay. I've never had. Oh wow, they're powdered. They look like they got crack cocaine sprinkled on them.
Yeah.
So these are like the things that you can get at Rural King. I've seen these bags.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've never read them. I was like, oh, that looks like a old chewing tobacco pouch. I don't need that.
Yeah.
And just keep walking.
That's what whorehounds are. They kind of taste like root beer, like sassafras root.
That's your favorite?
I love those, man.
And then you said
But like
the
a
other one
root beer
was what?
barrel is not whorehound though. A whorehound is like a throat lozenge type thing. Like they're soothing. They're very, very like mildly sweet, but they're also kind of like caramely.
I'm going to Cracker Barrel.
Let me go to Cracker Barrel and grab Paw some whorehound.
My favorite is probably Reese's, and then a strong second is Twix.
Twix, I love Twix too, man.
Twix are very good.
Yeah.
But I'm not real big on candy.
Your favorite candy? M&M's. I don't know.
Oh my god!
Chocolate of any kind.
Oh my god! That looks
Karina's is Reese's too.
Reese-
Anytime I go down to the
Reese's
store,
peanut
I
butter
gotta
eggs.
bring her back. Yeah, I've either got to bring her back a Pepsi
Toffee
and a
Fairy.
Reese's or a Mountain Dew and a Reese's.
See, I'm Mountain Dew
Well-
and Twix.
Really?
Yeah. When I quit
See, the drink-
smoking, Jesus Christ.
The drink don't matter to me, but she either has to have. I could get either or. I can get a Mountain Dew or a Pepsi for her, and she's happy. But the Reese cups, I gotta get those.
Stephanie
That's a
wants to know
must.
if you've ever had toffee fay.
Toffee Fay.
Yeah.
Man, we're burning the Google search up. Hang on.
Oh
Toffee.
my god, he doesn't know what this is.
Don't you even start with me, Grandma. Toffee Fay candy.
I can hook you
Okay,
up
so
right here. I've got an extra headset. We can give her the headset right here.
So I've seen these, but I haven't had them. So
They're
I'm
pretty good.
aware of what they are, but it's not something that's been like, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna eat those.
Oh, look, it's
Get your little
Justin
backpack.
right rear Lewis in a B main to take me out for a transfer.
Uh-oh, where's he at?
He's on
Which
Facebook.
chat?
He's on Facebook.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. Justin, what's up, dude? You know I love you. I just got to give you a hard time.
I love John and Dano. Oh man, yeah, we don't have just a tip this week either.
We don't.
let's
Yeah, that's kind of
see.
weird. I need to get y'all need to remind me to get that freaking website going so that we can just post it randomly in the Facebook thing and people can ask their questions. Does anybody in chat have any questions for us right now? Because now's the time.
Any questions?
Anything you want to ask us.
Anything you would like us to
B-main
discuss?
bandit, he said.
The B-man bandit.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's 100% true. all the sprint car drivers are coming in tonight on National 410 Sprint Car Day.
Gets the waffle bellies going. Pit
Oh,
lizard.
man. I don't have any questions.
Wait, you had questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Or
I mean,
just a
I got
top- or
questions,
just
but
a
I can't
topic
ask
for
them
us
here.
to discuss. Anybody can put a topic out there too.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go on a tangent.
Oh, we could go blasting on something. Let's talk about. We'll give him a minute here. Can we play the Jeopardy theme? Who has the Jeopardy theme? I think I got that shit. Hold on.
I don't have the sound clip on that one.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep up. 'Cause I gotta keep refreshing my page in order to get the damn feed to load my comments for some reason. We got a new follower. Shout out Lisa Fields. She started following us on Facebook.
Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it.
Anybody
Women's.
else?
Justin Lewis said, "Women's basketball for 2000."
Women's basketball. Women's basketball. Their locker room smells like a fish market.
Good morning, ladies. Ooh, Justin, we do not know anything about women's basketball other than some chick for the NCAA title had like,
Caitlin Clark.
yeah, that's her name. She had like a mazillion points or a mazillion
She's a
points or some
beast.
shit. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. That's about all I know about women's basketball. And what's her face went over to
And she
Russia and
lost.
got arrested. That's all I know about women's basketball. What was her name? Brittany Griner or something? Yeah.
Brittany Griner. That's right. Yeah.
She.
Yep, I couldn't even think of her first name. So you're doing better than me.
Your mother said
That's that
family.
Papaw wisdom.
That's that Papal wisdom stuff he just said. You are such a dick. God.
I'm sick of her tonight.
Your mom
Family
said family
history.
history. Yeah.
I think I've got a few. So my mom is a genealogist. Her and my grandpa both. And I mean, they have found all the way back to Adam and Eve on our family. I'm not kidding. You laugh like I'm kidding. I'm 100% dead serious. They have went through all the generations all the way back to Adam and Eve for our family. Promise. It's crazy. But I'm not sure who she's referring to, but James Whitcomb Riley is a famous poet.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was told that he was a cousin. James Dean, I'm pretty sure he was a relation. And then I'm also pretty sure that my family adopted Annie Oakley, the sharpshooter,
No
the
shit.
woman sharpshooter. I'm pretty she's gonna comment and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that those are the three that come to mind whenever this topic comes up.
Huh. I'll be fucking damn.
Scene.
That's pretty sweet.
I don't know. Do you know any? If you have any famous relatives?
I don't have any famous relatives, but my grandpa.
Well, you probably do. You just don't know it.
Yeah, I probably do. I just don't know it. Well, the thing is my my great grandparents on both sides of my family are literally from across the pond. Like,
Well, that don't matter. There's famous
Like-
people all over the world.
I know, but like they're across the pond in ways to where like I'm not really related to anybody around here. I'm practically more Northwestern European and Viking than I am American. I'm one of a kind, baby. There's only one of me. That's right.
Polish fuck.
That came from Stephanie over here to my left. My grandfather was actually in the building when the Nuremberg trials took place. He was on MP duty for the Nuremberg trials in World War II.
Oh wow,
Yeah. So that's
pretty crazy.
that's pretty gnarly. He got shot through the boot heel during Battle of the Bulge. Like through the boot. Like the hard part of the boot. Bullet hole right through it.
What was he doing? Laying down and they shot him through
Running.
the bottom?
Running.
Oh no shit. So
Mhm.
he was full sprint, foot in the
Mhm.
air in the middle of a stride and caught one on his heel.
Caught one in the heel. Yeah. Yeah.
What are the odds?
No shit, right?
That would piss me off so bad.
You were inches away from getting to go home. Like, and when he was there in the Battle of the Bulge, he was there like through like winter and like part of spring. He said that is the coldest he had ever been in his life. Just
Wow.
like, I mean, just I can't even imagine like what them like. You want to talk about fucking balls, dude? Like some of the shit them guys went through. God damn, man.
Well, not if they were cold. They didn't have them.
Yeah, they were sucked up
Speaking
in
of
there.
cold, I just talked to my buddy Steven on the way down to Lawrenceburg the other night too. He said he's been doing some of those cold plunges. You
Right.
seen people do those? He
Yeah.
said he's been doing those quite a
Yeah,
bit.
the ice baths and
So-
stuff.
So earlier he told me, I said I've always been curious. I said, first of all, I don't have a fucking feeding trough to put a bunch of water and ice in to do this. So I've never really been like, okay, yeah, I'll try it. And he's like, dude, just do it in a bathtub. He's
Yeah.
like, he said, I do all mine in the bathtub. He said, I got like jugs of water that I freeze and I just put them in the bathtub and let them float around for a while and get it nice and cold. And he said, I do the cold plunges in there. But he's like, start out in the shower. He said, just start backing your temperature off to where it's just colder and colder and colder until you're full cold of what your house has the potential to do. And once you can do that, then he said, just fill your bathtub up with cold water. And then try that. Lay in there for a while and then start throwing some ice in there. He said, you got to work up to it.
Right.
But I mean, it was I tried it a little bit ago. I took like a
Really?
fairly decent cold shower, and it is weird how. Because I asked him, I said, "What benefits is there to this? Like, why?"
Muscle
Why in the-
recuperation.
Well, and he said the biggest thing is like your body basically goes into shock and thinks it's dying.
Right. So it
So
pulls all
it
the blood
starts
away.
firing. Yeah, it starts firing all these neurons and shit, and
Mhm.
like putting you into overactive mode, and like lets off some other chemicals that I probably can't pronounce. But he said that it just makes you feel good. Like once your body comes back up to temperature, like it's like a drug. He said it's like a high. You just feel
Yeah.
good. Your body naturally just kickstarts you. So I tried one. I tried just a cold shower earlier, like when we were getting this thing prepped, and it wasn't bad. Like it sucked, but like when you get out, it feels pretty good. It's not bad.
So I just Googled it. What are the benefits of taking ice baths? The top one is reduces inflammation and swelling. When you take an ice bath, the cold temperature narrows your blood vessels, which makes sense. Because as your exterior temperature gets cold, your body redirects blood flow by constricting the vessels to your core organs.
Which
Makes
is why your appendages and shit die. Like they're so
yeah.
susceptible to what is that? Frostbite and shit.
Right. Slower nerve signaling could mean less pain, so that makes sense. So it's going to basically lower your perception of like how your muscles hurt and things like that. So,
Well, I knew that helped athletes out because I know they take ice baths and stuff after games. Mainly
Right.
a lot of the football players. But just for old normal everyday people like me and Steven, who's shout out to him too. Indie Bedbug Pest. He has his own business where he goes around and handles bed bugs and cockroaches and termites and bald-faced hornets and ants, all them little fucking creepy crawlies and infestations.
Oh my god.
He is your guy.
I don't mind bugs, but damn, that's just weird.
Yeah. he shows us some infestations and it's just like, holy shit. There's some places that are crazy.
You mentioned hornets. I have an interesting story. When I was about 12, maybe, I ran over a batch of ground hornets while mowing grass and got fucked up real bad. And
I got hit by one.
to this day, I can take a wasp or a hornet or anything, stick him right on my skin, and let him sting me, and it will literally just swell up like a cigarette burn.
So, do you just do this for fun?
No, I've been stung a bunch of times just being in the woods and stuff, and anytime I get stung, it hurts. It's like, ow, fuck, shit, like.
My eyes twitching right now.
Is it?
Yeah, dude, this is stupid. I can't.
I don't know if my body just developed some kind of like antidote or something, but like.
I don't know.
Weird.
It's driving me nuts, though.
Mine's been driving me nuts for like 2 weeks too. It's just like. I'll be sitting there, writing a check or something at work, and my eyes just going like, fuck.
La, 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 la. Oh shit! We gotta go.
We gotta go.
That's
You gotta go to bed. I gotta get episodes ready for tomorrow. So, what do we got here? So, let's just touch on this real quick. Tonight's episode was dedicated to Justin Owen, who tragically lost his life in a racing incident this weekend. So, our thoughts and prayers go out to Justin's family, his fiance, the team members, everybody affected by this. Even if you were there at the track or whatever. Race car drivers know that when they get in the car, anything can happen at any time. So just be respectful on social media, things like that. If you have any inclination about posting a video or anything like that, please don't. It's still too early, things like that. But our thoughts and prayers are with you guys and everybody in this difficult time in the racing community. And today and this weekend, we mourn the loss of another great person and racer. So thank you guys for being here. Make sure you follow the Just Got Off podcast on all the social medias and everything. We're trying to get a little bit more involved in doing that. We're trying to figure out, John and I both work full time. So it's very difficult for a dad and a grandpa and 2 full-time job workers.
You said it. You said it, not me.
It freaks people out, man, because everybody knows I don't have kids of my own, and I say I'm a grandpa, and they're like, what? Huh? Like, yeah, look at this cute little fucker, like, look at him. How can you not? So we're on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify. We're on all those things. Make sure you follow us. Tell your friends about the podcast. And I'm actually working on getting some giveaway stuff together. Ooh. I picked up a golf sponsorship from Shank It Golf. And I'm also working on a couple more, one being Grave Before Shave. And so hopefully maybe our 25 episode somewhere in there, we'll maybe do a giveaway.
Yeah, I might be able to grow something for that to even be worth anything.
Yeah, next time we meet up, John, you can have some of mine.
Yeah.
Mine's like literally perfect right now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys for being here. We greatly appreciate it. John, I had a great time again tonight. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Next Monday, 8:30.
Here we go.
We will see you on Just Got Off podcast. Time to get off. Bye.
You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Get out of here, man. Hey, cut them lights. Get out of here and go home.